Hello. Today is day 2 of my fast. Um, I went to the store today. I got me a watermelon. The watermelon has been very good. But like I said, I can't really eat the same stuff over and over and over and over and over. So I woke up and ate a banana and figured out probably like 60% into the banana that girl. I don't know how much longer I can continue chewing on this banana. But I finished it anyways. So I go to the store, I get me a watermelon, cut the watermelon, I only cut up half of it, and I was eating it, but I'm trying not to like overdo it. Like just because I'm in a fast don't mean I gotta just, sit and literally survive off of watermelon. I'm trying not to overdo it. I'm getting tired of watermelon. Like I can't wait for this fast to be over, y'all. I can't. I genuinely cannot wait. But the time is literally like it's this is kind of smooth selling. Honestly, it's not as bad as the first time. I think because it was the first time, it just felt too overbearing. Well, it's not that bad this go around. I'm just of course hungry, but you gonna be hungry. I'm just hungry. I keep thinking about different food. Like I keep thinking about all these different foods. Mind you, I'm pescatarian now, girl. I'll be over here thinking about burger. I've been thinking about Whataburger. I seen somebody eat Arby's. I don't even fuck with Arby's, girl. I'm over here like, damn, like, it's that bad, y'all. It's that bad. But that's neither here nor there. I had some family come over today. Not for me, but they was over here. And I heard one of them speaking about her weight and stuff because my granny had cooked some spaghetti and shout out to granny, she make them spaghetti without meat now because I don't eat meat. So she cooked spaghetti and she was like offering them some, like, if you want some, there's some in the kitchen, whatever, whatever. And she's like, oh no, like I already cleaned out my system for the day. I gotta go out tonight and I gotta look snatched. And I don't even want to speak too deeply on the topic. Like I don't want to feel like I'm bashing anybody because I feel like at a point in time that was me. Like literally I can't lie, before I did started randomly losing all this weight. That was me. And it wasn't like I was starving myself. I would just like do things in moderation for the sake of like a look, for the sake of like a I don't know, but I y'all I really truly don't be thinking. I don't think it's as deep as we make it seem. It's not as deep as we make it seem. Because if you're bigger, you automatic like you can't force yourself to look any smaller than you actually are. And then it's not even a matter of that. Because I've seen a lot of people with like figures that would be like the what could I how could I verbalize that? The fig you know the typical figure that people would go for. I've seen people with those figures complain about their bodies. And I feel like when it got to that point, that's when I kind of realized none of this shit is real, y'all. None of this shit is real at all. So I don't even try and tear down the way that I look. Being that I did start losing weight, so it really has started to not matter. But like even when I was a little bit larger, it would be times where I was just like, girl, I don't give a fuck. They seen this belly before. Like, they seen this fucking belly. And I feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is like a worldwide thing. Well, it's definitely worldwide, but when it comes to different races and stuff, I feel like everybody does different things. But it's all a matter of trying to look a certain way so that we can impress somebody. Girl, all of this shit is stupid. All of it is stupid. Honestly. It's all stupid. And then my body weight fluctuates so much. So it's like All of this shit is stupid. It's so stupid. But no, she was talking about, basically starving herself. And I'm like, oh, you know, being that I don't really pay attention to my weight like that anymore, everybody be paying attention to my weight now. Especially being I lost weight quickly, fast as fuck, and everybody's like, girl, what have you been doing? But excuse me, I just been paying attention to people. I just been not analyzing. I just been paying attention to people and their response to themselves. You know, uh, I think I walked past her and did I? I don't know, cause I was laying in my bed when she said this. She was like, "How many times a day do you eat?" I'm like, "What? How many times a day do I eat?" Like, granted, I've never just purposely tried to starve myself out of being because I thought I was fat or because I thought my body. I actually don't think I've ever just looked at myself and felt like I was fat. It was more so the way my body was like sculptured, if that makes sense. If I ever had a issue with my body, it was not because I thought I was fat. It was because of certain curves going a certain way. It was never about the fat. So that also just made me pay attention to the fact that body dysmorphia and stuff can range. Because it was never about me thinking I was fat. Like when I was a little bit heavier, I thought I wore the weight pretty well. I did. Only thing that really, made me feel some type of way was my face gaining weight. Cause I started. Oh my gosh, I really started low key. Not saying I didn't recognize myself, but I could recognize a change within myself, and I'm like, bro, what is it? What is it? And it was my face. But being that the weight is gone, the face is back, and now I'm looking at my face like, not saying I'm cute either way it goes, and I'm gonna think I'm cute either way it goes. But I definitely noticed a change. But it's literally not as deep. I don't know why we have to like highlight body weight like that. Why does that have to be something that's just so prominent? Like it's stupid. It's dumb. And I realized where my problem with body weight even came from. And I also um recognized what somebody mentioned that when we're younger, like that's when we start to, pay attention and notice things within our body because we hear other people we hear other people say stuff about our shape, our figure. And I literally just thought about when I was younger. I told my friend this story. Oh my God. I remember when I was younger. As far as I knew, I was skinny as fuck. Like literally, everybody would say I was skinny as fuck. I was like a stick. I was a bone. I'm not gonna say a bone, but I was small. I was really really small. I think I even had abs at one point. Like it was that like I was really small. But um, it came to a point where living kind of got tough for the family, and we had to move certain locations, do a whole bunch of other stuff. And, I'm being little old Kaylin. I'm running around. And my mama tell me, sit your fat ass down. Ah, you know what I say? What I say? Or she said something like that. Something like, girl, go sit your fat ass down. Some shit like that. When I say that hurted my feelings so bad. Oh my God, that hurted my feelings so fucking bad, y'all. And ever since then, I've gave a fuck about my weight. Literally ever since then. And it was crazy because I didn't even know like I was big. I didn't even know I ended up gaining so much weight. I didn't know I was 144 pounds. I didn't know that shit until she told me go sit your fat ass down. And I'm like, damn, fat. Now I'm weighing myself and shit. Now I actually know I'm 144 pounds. I used to be literally, I remember, mind you, this is when I was small. So it's like, girl, your weight is going to, go up. Because if it stays below a certain number, it's unhealthy or below average or whatever. So it's likely that your body weight is going to increase. So I'm remembering being like under 100, like borderline 100 to boom 144. Oh my gosh, I hate that for her. I hate that for baby Caitlin, and I love her. It's okay, girl. We doing the work we gotta do. Make you feel comfy again. Yeah, she told me, girl, go sit your fat ass down. And that's so crazy coming from a parent. I don't give a fuck. Watch your mouth when you talking to kids. Watch your fucking mouth. And they want to tell us to watch our mouth. No, you watch your fucking mouth when you talking to kids. That shit is so crazy. Well, that's neither here nor there. Yeah. Back to what I was talking about. The shit started when, well, it usually starts when we're younger because older people feel the need to make an appearance. I mean, a comment about our appearance, and that's when it start clicking in our head, and then that's when we start becoming self-conscious, and then that's when we start really paying attention to, oh, should I wear this because this and that and that and this. It's actually kind of sad. It is, because people can't just go walk out the house and just be themselves. A lot of people choose to be uncomfortable for the sake of a look, for the sake of a perspective. I hate that. I actually don't like that. And I mean a lot of people. And then being that my mother told me that, she's the one who kind of shaped my whole perspective on body weight any fucking ways. Cause my mama, she used to always walk around saying, "Oh, um, I'm too big. I'm too big." Well, no, she never really said that. It's just when she would take pictures and stuff, she always would get like real strategic with the way she would pose. And like we grew up watching that. Like y'all literally, if people literally have to be mindful of what they do in front of kids. If you want to create a confident child, if you want to create a child that doesn't really, you know, conform into certain things, you have to be mindful. Because I literally grew up watching her force me and my sister to squeeze her into these dresses. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I talk about this so much because that's truly something that bothers me for the sake of my childhood. It bothers me because we literally have to squeeze the back of the dress together, trying to zip up. I'm fucking peeling the skin off my hand and shit, trying to zip the dress up. Like that is so inhumane. I don't care. Why would you put a child through that? And granted, she probably didn't have no ill intention behind that. Of course she did. She didn't have no ill intent behind that, but that's still like we literally have to be mindful. Like you never know how your actions can affect somebody, which is why I'm so calculated, which is why I'm so analytical, and I have to look at things from so many different perspectives to make sure I go about this the correct way. Like there's a matter of doing things for the sake of yourself, but sometimes you have to understand when you're doing it for the sake of another person. If you gonna sit over here and try to squeeze into a dress, find somebody else to zip that bitch up. Don't be having your kids trying to zip that fucking dress up. Like that's so crazy. Like no, that literally kind of traumatizes me. Like it's so crazy what can actually traumatize a person though. Like it can range from a different amount of thing, a different variety of things. And somebody might be like, "Oh, girl, you're just like you're over exaggerating," and maybe I am, but that's my experience. That's my feelings to, navigate that situation and call it what it is. It's not nobody else's experience. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to walk around seeing your mama saying she was big as fuck, but then you go back and look at the pictures and she bigger than she used to be. So now it's like, what? Sorry, no shade, no shade, no shade. It's just the reality of it. I swear it's no shade. It's just the reality of it. Like that really does something to a child's brain. And nobody's paying attention to what it does. Nobody's paying attention to the effect of this simple action that you feel like is so simple. You walking around steady talking about your weight, steady obviously buying clothes that's not your fucking size. I'm sorry. I feel like I'll get too passionate, but obviously buying clothes that's not your size and trying to force yourself into these clothes. Like this is the image that you're portraying for your kids. Sometimes we literally have to be realistic for the sake of the kids. Like, let's be for real. Let's not sugarcoat because we don't know how this child is gonna take this. Like, if you gonna do shit like that, at least do it behind closed doors. Don't be trying to add your kids in that. Like, that is so crazy. That is so crazy. But no, I feel like that's what personally shaped my idea of body weight or a figure or whatever. That's what shaped my idea of it. And it's crazy because I really don't even have like a figure that's it. And then it's such a sensitive topic. So like, this is literally why I'm so calculated. You just have to be mindful of the way you say things and the way it comes off because people can perceive things in any fucking way. All these different perspectives, you never know how somebody can perceive something. So it's like you got to be mindful about the way that you talk about things. You got to be mindful about the way that you verbalize things because even if you didn't say it like that, somebody could take it like that. And that's just that. So I'm not even gonna get too deep into that. But I wish people would stop fucking talking about my shape. I wish people would stop fucking talking about my body and the fact that I lost weight and asking me, "Oh, what did you do? Oh, are you eating?" Literally, my granny think I'm on crack. Like I'm tired of people worrying about me, and I'm the only one that's literally flourishing inside. I'm the only one that's happy as fuck inside. I'm the only one that's healing trauma inside. But everybody's worried about why I lost so much weight. I lost weight, bitch, because I'm healing. That's why the fuck I lost weight. All that trauma and shit has shed off my body. That's why I lost weight. If you want to lose weight, join the game. Join. Like, oh my god, I'm getting passionate. But no, literally. Did y'all know that? Y'all know if y'all heal from stuff, like you randomly begin to lose weight because trauma is stored in different parts of your body. So like when the trauma is over, when the trauma is basically understood and healed through, and it's like not something that continuously affects you, or it's something that you're able to. Why do I do that? I have to study that. Anyway, it's something that you're able to react differently to. You literally begin to lose weight in certain parts of your body. And I genuinely believe that's why I began to lose weight. I genuinely believe also because I was on birth control. I believe because I got off of birth control and I'm actually healing and eating right. I don't just eat anything now. And I also be riding the fuck up. Like, people do not take account into the shit I do. And then I talk about this all the time, and people just make it seem like I just be tripping, or I don't know. People really think of me as like some type of superficial being. Like I just be, I don't know. I wish y'all could literally see the conversations that people have about me. I wish y'all could see the things that people say about me. And then it's like when I'm expressing my feelings or expressing something that I learned or just talking, people are always like, "Girl, what the fuck are you talking about?" Or they're always like, "Girl, okay, okay, Caitlin, okay, okay." Like, oh my god, and it gets frustrating sometimes because it's like I'm literally not talking just to talk. People literally think I be talking just to fucking talk, and I don't. Like I really be trying to help people, but some people they can't hear that because they're not at that point. So I just have to let it go. I just have to let it go, but it's still frustrating. It's still frustrating as hell because it's just like, girl, I swear I'm not tripping. I swear I'm not crazy. If anybody's crazy, we're not gonna point fingers, but it's not me. It's not me. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, people gotta shut the fuck up about me doing what I do and living my life the way that I live it. Like now, I feel like I never really understood the feelings that came behind, a shift in your body weight, and then people are just like constantly bringing it up because I've been this small before. That's the crazy part about it. But when I was this small, I was in ninth grade, and I also got put on birth control in ninth grade. So I started blowing the fuck up. But it was gradually, it was slowly, it was gradually. And then it just kept going. And then at a point, the highest I've ever been is 160. Then at a point, it starts slowly going down, and then I remained stagnant at like 140. But then, like I said, I started healing. I started getting my life together, choosing not to eat all this shit that y'all eating just because the shit don't even be good. That's what really be like. The shit don't even be good. This shit do not be fucking good. That's what be getting me. So the fact that I can cut it out with ease, I'm not surprised. And a lot of people can't hinder or they can't understand the thought behind it. But the shit was never that fucking good. That's just the reality of it for me. But anyways, yeah, so now I'm down to like I'm pretty small, y'all. I'm not that small, but I'm smaller than I once was. I'm damn near almost back to where I was when I was in ninth grade. But it is what it is. I love myself regardless of what size I am. I'm cute. I'll be cute as fuck either way it goes. And I really be like looking at myself in the mirror like, oh my God, like, mm, mm. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. This is longer than it would usually be, but I guess I just had some shit to get off my chest. I've been waiting to talk all day because them people been in my house. But yeah, I love y'all. Thank you for listening. If you did, I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.